and welcome to gentle yoga with the balls if possible. These are massage acupoint balls. You can use tennis balls instead if you wanted, but these are a little more gentle. And if you haven't got balls today, then don't worry too much about it. You can still participate, join in. So welcome. We'll just come into a comfortable seated position, and remember this is for you, so it doesn't have to be legs crossed. It could be one leg out, both legs out, a cushion underneath your bottom, your glutes, and we're just going to settle and focus on our breath. Hands resting on the thighs with the palms facing up, and just allowing the chin to just slightly drop in towards the throat. Imagine a piece of string going through each vertebra, and at the crown of the head, the top of the head, there's someone there just pulling you up, encouraging you to extend and lengthen up through the body. And you ground down by tucking that tailbone under and just anchoring into the mat, the cushion. And as you breathe in, allowing that breath to come in, feel it travel down, keeping that tailbone tucked, feeling the lung space fill, the belly, the pelvis. And then as you exhale and the breath travels up as it leaves the body, allow yourself to let go. Let the shoulders relax. Let the jaw relax. And then we're just going to do one Om. So taking a big deep breath into the body. Om. And then when you're ready, just opening up your eyes. If you had any props, just move them out of the way. And we're just going to come onto all fours, bringing those wrists under those shoulders and those knees under those hips. Remember, if the wrists find this a little too much, you can come down onto your forearms and do this as well. So from here, we're going to exhale. As we exhale, we're going to take our spine up into the cat position. Chin tucks in. We're really bringing those shoulders out and away from each other. Then as we inhale, we're dropping the belly down, bringing that chest forward. Exhale, really driving that spine up. And then inhale, dropping the abdomen down, lifting that chest. And just keep this going slowly and steadily, listening to your breath. So every exhale, the abdominal wall pushes back, shoulders out wide, crown of the head to the floor. Every inhale, belly drops down, that spine arches, then the shoulder blades pinch in towards each other, collarbones forward. Just a couple more. Next time when you exhale, pushing back into cat, I'd like you to take those buttocks back as far as they will to the heels of the feet. And then if you need to, maybe grabbing a cushion and then placing the ball. Or if not, the ball can go directly below the forehead. And then when you're there, you can bring those arms out either side to support. You can either keep them long, hands down, or you can place the forearms down or flex the elbows and take them out wide. And then we're just going to gently move that ball with the forehead. Now, if you haven't got the ball, you can do this just on the floor, just massaging that forehead with either the ball or the floor. And taking some slow, steady breaths here. Breathing in. As you breathe in, really try and encourage the lung space to expand. Try and breathe into your back. Feel your back rise. And bring that breath all the way down to the tailbone. Then as you exhale, that breath travels up, creating space in the body for you to sink and lower. And then you can either leave those arms extended out, or if you want to, you could bring them down either side. This creates a little more pressure on that forehead if you're using the ball. So if that feels a little too intense, you can bring those arms back. That feels quite nice. Continue. Continue to focus on the breath as well. Just a couple more. And then from there, when you're ready, we're just going to bring those arms back out in front and just inhale, lifting the head up and then bringing ourselves up onto all fours. Remember, again, if we find this easier, the forearms can be down instead of the wrists. Now we're going to extend our right leg out. So really activate the core, tuck the tailbone under, draw the abdominal wall back and then lifting that right leg up. Try to keep those hips level and keep the foot flexed, so pushing the heel away. If this feels enough, just staying there. If you wanted to, with your opposite hand, you could get the ball and just roll into the hands. Just massaging through the hands and just taking a few deep breaths. Keep extending through this back leg, heel pushing away, toes curling in towards you. Now, if you're down on the forearm, you could still bring that hand onto the palm here, and we could do the same move. And just staying here, a few more breaths. Last big deep breath. Remember how we're inhaling, that breath is coming in, traveling down the body, and then as we exhale, we release that breath back out. And then when we're ready, lowering that leg, sinking back into our extended child pose. Again, we could place the ball under the forehead, just going from side to side. But you may just want a bit of stillness now. 2 deep breaths. And remember, if your head doesn't reach, you can always stack hands, one on top of the other. The ball could be there, or you could place it on the palm of your hand and just gently massage into that head. Okay, and then when we're ready, we're going to inhale, come back up, this time swapping legs. So it's the left one we're going to extend. Draw those inner thighs in towards each other, flex the foot, push the heel away, toes in. Now this time with that right hand, we're going to massage it in to the palm. If that feels too much with those arms down, you can do this, with the hands down, you can do this on your forearm. Keep drawing those inner thighs in, keep the core active, and breathe. Slow, steady breaths. 2 more deep breaths here. And then when you're ready, exhale, coming back, anchoring down. Again, remember props can be used, so if you need a cushion for the ball, you can place that ball there then. And then just maybe moving side to side. You may like a bit of stillness here. 2 deep breaths. And then from there, we're just going to inhale, bring ourselves up slowly, removing the pop again, keeping the ball somewhere quite close by. And then from there, just bringing our forearms down and our tailbone up high. Spreading the hands and tucking those elbows in. We're going to exhale, chin towards those fingertips, and then inhale to come back. So our exhale brings us down, inhale back. 2 more. This time as we exhale, we're coming completely down. And then from there, we're going to take a ball and place it where the sternum is. So we're bringing it into that sternum place. And just maybe resting the hands on the forehead, or if we want slightly more intense, just bringing that forehead down. Then from there, we're going to extend the arms out wide and just take 3 deep breaths. And then from there, just very slowly bringing the head up. We're going to place this ball just kind of where that psoas muscle is. So just where that pelvis is, you just want to go a little higher up as we get into that psoas. And then we're just going to come back down and just gently move around. Be careful, it can be quite tender, so just gently move in that area. Don't force or push anything here, just gentle movements. Perhaps paying particular attention to where anywhere feels a little tender, and maybe continuing to just focus on that spot. And then from there, when we're ready, we're just going to do some leg lifts. So keeping that ball under that psoas muscle, what we're going to do is inhale and just lift that left leg up. Then exhale. So inhale, come plantar flexor pointing the toe away, then exhale, lower. Inhaling, lifting. Exhaling. Inhale, lift. Then as you lift this time, dorsiflex the ankle, so push the heel away, toes come in, makes it a little more intense. Then plantar flex again, push the toes away and exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Dorsiflex, so the heel pushes away, toes come in towards you. Inhale, plantar, push those toes towards or away from that body, towards the ground. And then exhaling, coming down. So 2 more breaths here. Inhale, rise. Exhale. Dorsiflex. Inhale, plantar flex. Exhale. Feel that difference. Last one. Push that heel away as you exhale. Push those 2 toes away as you inhale. And then exhale to lower. And then maybe just move a little side to side. Just continue a little longer with this leg. This time we're going to inhale, lift, and then we can flex the foot, so push the heel away, toes in towards us. And then we'll inhale and take that leg out to the side as far as we can. Inhale, come back in, and exhale over the other leg as far as we can. Inhale, come back in. Exhale, listening. Try and relax the shoulders. Keep the glutes active to protect that lower back. And just gently take from side to side. One more here. And then just coming back down and relaxing. If you feel you want to rock side to side, feel the any points in that particular area of the body, then just gently play around. Okay, and then from there, inhaling to come up. What we do one side, we must do the other. So I'll just show you again on this side. So you're looking where the pelvis is, you're kind of just going above there, to that psoas muscle. So you want to be below the belly button. And we're obviously doing it the other side this time. It's quite tender, but it's quite hard, this muscle. So bear with as you start to apply pressure. Now remember, if you want it more intense, then you can kind of push down a little harder into it. If that feels a little too much, you can ease off. One side can be very different. For me, my left side, the one I've just done, is a lot more tender. But I often find after I've done this, I feel a lot better in that area. Frees up a lot of tension. So remember to try and relax the head, neck, shoulders, and just take some deep breaths into the body. Slow, steady breaths, just feeling how different this side is. And then we'll start those leg lifts. Inhaling, just bring up first of all, then exhale, lower down. Just inhale, bring up, point those toes away, exhale down. And then we'll add that additional breath, inhale, and then as we exhale, push the heels away, toes in. Inhale, heel comes back into the body, toes away, exhale down. So do this to work with your breath. Try and soften those shoulders. Try and extend your breath. Couple more. Okay, and then just moving gently from side to side. Listening to the breath, listening for any sensations, any particular tender, touchy points. You can stay there if you want, just to take a couple of good deep breaths. And then we'll just take those legs laterally out to the sides as we lift. So inhale, lifting the leg up. Exhale, taking it away as far as feels comfortable. So we're not looking for a lot of height, just laterally taking it out to the side and then going over to the other. Keep pushing that heel away as you do these. Try and let those shoulders drop down. Listening to that breath. Inhale as you go one way. Exhale as you go the other. Couple more. And then just releasing, maybe just wiggling from side to side. And then when you're ready, inhale, just lifting yourself back up. And then once again, maybe placing that ball on the forehead. And if you want to, just gently moving from side to side. Or you may just want a bit of stillness as you allow that forehead to sink into the ball. Let the shoulders relax. And just breathe into the body. From there, inhale, we'll just come back to that sternum to finish. So just placing it on that bony part that protects our heart. And just bringing the forehead down. Taking those arms out wide. And we're just going to inhale, and as we inhale, tuck the tailbone under and just lift those arms up. Exhale and lower slowly. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower slowly. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower slowly. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And then just inhale to come back up. Both balls now. Just around those pectorals, those tight chest muscles. Just bringing them under. Placing your hands out in front as a pillow. And then just allowing yourself to sink. If you want to, you could create a bit of movement. Quite challenging. So sometimes it's just beneficial to take a few deep breaths here. Really breathing into the lung space. Pushing that breath forwards, backwards and laterally. And then exhale, allow your breath to soften. And as you do this, you should feel the pressure. Those muscles, tight pectorals sinking. 4 more deep breaths here. Two more to finish. Breathing in expansion, exhaling, releasing, softening, dropping down. Last big deep breath. And then when you're ready, just slowly inhaling, bringing yourself up. Take hold of those balls if you've got them. Just reach those arms out as far as you can and just squeeze them with your hands now. Just squeeze those balls as you inhale. And then as you exhale, just gently, not completely release them, but just release the grasp. Exhale, soften. One more big inhale, squeeze those balls. Exhale, release around those hands around those balls, and then just let those shoulders soften. And then from there, bringing those hands back down to the sides, or back to the rib cage, either side of the rib cage. And just inhale, lifting yourself up into a gentle cobra, and then exhale, pushing yourself back into an extended child pose. From there, we're going to inhale, just finish with that little bit more cat-cow, just see if that spine feels any looser. Remember, you can be on forearms or hands extended. Exhale, flex that back up, chin tucked in, crown of the head to the floor. Inhale, drop that belly down, lift that chest. My cat's come to say hello. Exhale, she's come to show us how to do cat of the raven. Inhale, lifting, just a couple more. Last one. And then when you're ready, just bringing yourself back up to a comfortable seated position. We're just going to finish with a few deep breaths and an om. So get yourself comfortable, bring those palms to face up. We could also finish with a chin mudra, thumb, finger together. Elbows tucked in. Close your eyes. Breathe into the body, looking for a breath about 4, maybe 5 seconds, maybe a little longer. Just make sure it's not too strained. And then as you reach the peak of that breath, just a little pause, feeling what's going on. And then exhaling, again the same sort of time, 4, 5, 6 seconds, releasing that breath out. Feeling the end of that breath and then that little pause. These balls are great for releasing and moving stagnant energy, fascia that's kind of been stuck and not been able to move for a long time. So it's quite nice to finish the practice with some slow, steady breaths to just feel sensations that are going on in the body. Remember to keep that jaw soft. Let the shoulders drop away from the ears, but always keep hugging that core. And just finishing with an om now. Deep breath in. Then just bringing your hands together to the heart center and just allowing your chin to drop, bowing down, just having a few moments with self. And then when you're ready, just bringing the head back up, gently opening the eyes, and namaste. Thank you very much for joining me. Thank you.